A world with engineers that can't code, lawyers that don't read legal docs, writers that can't write, politicians that don't know the law. This is the world that we're entering. This is how we lose control over our own reality. This is the vibe economy, where knowledge is optional. I find using AI tools addictive. Just one more prompt, one more dopamine drip. What will it say to this question? How would this image look? What would this sound like? I can't get enough of chasing the sugar high of artificial imagination. It's miraculous, otherworldly science fiction magic. Traditional computer interactions already feel like a relic of a distant past. We're already enhanced. I can offload my memory and brain power to the cloud and free myself to fill up my own mind with more important stuff. Right? Well, it comes at a hefty cost. With every passing prompt, I can hear the whisper of my intelligence, my memory, my resourcefulness quietly fading. Am I becoming more effective, but stupider? That debt accumulates over time. Inevitably, it will have to be paid. 3 years after the initial drop of ChatGPT, the world is now irreversibly changed. AI is eating software. And as ease of use explodes, comprehension collapses. So one of the founders of OpenAI coined the term vibe coding. Coding without knowing how to code. Do without know. Make an app just by typing what you want. Build a website by describing what it looks like. Design a game without understanding game mechanics. The input is vague, the output is polished. And no one knows what goes on in the middle. And it feels like magic. Vibe coding is a key part of the zeitgeist, but there is a deeper story here. Where is all this going? Throughout history, people have ingeniously come up with more and more complex technology. But as this happens, individuals know a little bit less and less about how it works. How does a stick work? Monkey takes stick, boom on head, works. How does a microchip work? Monkey press button, metal box says,
"Here's a 187-page report on the operational subcomponent schema of the Vortex combobulator."
Someone out there knows how a stick works, or knows how a chip works, or knows how the Vortex combobulator can transduce a Splengeltorp without triggering a recursive Boeing loop implosion. Easy. But what if we get to a point where nobody knows how the thing works? That is the inevitable destination of the vibe economy. We're losing the mechanistic inner workings of society to AI. It isn't just coding, it isn't just writing or painting or reading legal docs or determining which one of these images is a water hose. It's everything. We're not just vibe coding an app, we're vibe coding the universe. So that sounds great, right? More productivity is unlocked. Exponential developments await. The Industrial Revolution will look like a footnote. The world will change in unimaginable ways through intelligence that becomes a ubiquitous metered utility like electricity. But the key is intelligence, not human intelligence. We're shifting from the information age to the intelligence age. What was the transistor is now the transformer. But it's not human intelligence. It's a new kind of intelligence that permeates the fabric of everything. Where intelligence is no longer ours. It's just there. Monkey has no clue how stick works, only that it's on the wrong end of it. So with all that, the question arises, are imagination and judgment the only hard assets anymore? Is work worth more or less? What is even work? Does the difficulty of making a thing make it valuable, or is it its inherent value, whatever that means? If I make a symphony by prompting, is that my work? I mean, I kinda chose the best one out of the two options, and I spent some time thinking about words like classical, dramatic. Am I thinking or just reacting? Am I choosing or just curating from a menu made by something else? The vibe economy feels like freedom. Until you realize you've outsourced not just knowledge and labor, but the meaning. And maybe that's the final trade. We get infinite choice, but the choice doesn't matter anymore. This is how civilization sleepwalks into forgetting, not by erasing knowledge, but by making knowing unnecessary. And when the vibe economy ends, it won't be replaced by wisdom. It will be replaced by something that doesn't even need you to vibe at all.